Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we have a special day. We'll be talking about 222 portal, which is open right now. We have a 22nd of August, and this is a strong vibrational portal that we're talking about. Firstly, number 22 is in numerology called a master builder or master architect. But when we combine these two together, we get a strong vibrational signal of building the path for the future, trusting into your dreams and redesigning your life the way you want it to be. You know, redesigning your life from your dreams and mastering your creative expression when it comes to how you want to experience your life, because everything is a co-creation, right? And we are co-creating in this process. So in other words, we are artists of our lives, and it's important to understand that, because the first reminder that comes with this video is that you are sent exactly what you need when you are ready. So instead of being impatient, focus on becoming the person you need to be to receive what you want to receive. And there are some signs or symptoms you may experience with that new energy that is coming to you, and we'll be talking a lot about this today. So firstly, as I mentioned, instead of being impatient, because often people get impatient with waiting certain changes or experiencing certain results, but the cure for being impatient is placing our attention on becoming the person we need to be in order to receive that. And if you're wondering what it means, like how to become a person that I need to be to receive it, we can always set a question: who would I be if that would already be in my life? Who would I be if I would already have those things? And that's where we start tapping into the vibration of already having it. And that's where we notice, well, that future version of myself has quitted certain things and started doing certain new things. And that's where we realize, well, we can't do same things and wishing to become somebody else, right? We can't do and repeat same things and wishing to experience something new. So in order to experience something new means that we let go of what is not helping us to get there. And that's where we need to realize what is blocking that transformation, what is blocking that point of transcendence. And that's where we realize, well, there is a way to get there. There is a way to get there. And the greatest step we can take at the beginning is clarity over what we need to let go of. So we also may find out that the period between the promise or manifestation and the fulfillment is where you do the most work on who you are. So this period between having that vision, between having that clarity over how we want to live your life, and fulfillment of that vision, manifestation of that vision, that period in between is the period of hard work on yourself, the work on letting go and the work on reprogramming your mind, reprogramming your behaviors and your habits so you can realign your energy with the energy of your future, right? And at the same time, you're breaking the patterns of your old behaviors so you can shift your energy. So this is the process that may take place right now for many people, and many people are already doing a lot on that. So I just want you to remember that if it's not the right time, if it feels like this is not the right time to do something or to experience something, you can't force it and you don't need to force it. See what is happening. Be aware of the signs, of synchronicities, of how your life is going, but don't force things. See what can you do. See how could you be more grounded. See how could you be more aligned with yourself, but don't force things, because forcing is draining a lot of our energy, which we could use for certain improvement or certain creative expression. So stop forcing things. And also remember that if whatever you're working on is coming from your heart, you can't lose it. It will find you, it will come to you, and you will never lose it. Whatever comes from your heart, you will never lose it. So keep up your great work on that process. And you know, when it comes to today's energy, we have a strong energetic portal open, which is bringing to us a fresh new positive vibrations of hope, prosperity, and wisdom. It is a beautiful connection. So you may experience a greater clarity over your unconscious triggers, but also your life's mission, or better said, soul mission, soul purpose, which is a great calling, why we've come here at the first place. So we may experience a strong attraction towards something we used to know that we want to do as little kids, but we started ignoring that internal sensation, that attraction. But suddenly you start to feel more attracted towards that direction once again. And I want to remind you to pay close attention what it is, because there's a strong meaning to that sensation, why you feel it. If it is related to your soul mission, it means that you are also naturally more talented and more gifted in those areas. Maybe you're more drawn to a certain way of helping people, or maybe you're more drawn to art, or to making music, or to study a certain field of philosophy, maybe certain field of science, of psychology, whatever it is that can help you to fulfill that mission. Pay close attention to where you feel naturally drawn to, because it is related to your soul mission. And as I mentioned before, many people may experience a days like that a stronger and greater clarity over unconscious triggers. So this is so important to understand, because you know what is an emotional trigger? It is when the fear is protecting certain stories, so what we are afraid of would not happen again. And sometimes it may be a fear of rejection, betrayal, unjust treatment, certain challenging beliefs may cause triggers, certain helplessness or loss of control, being excluded or ignored, or feeling insecure, loss of independence, whatever it is that is triggering you. Gaining greater clarity over the story that is the cause of that trigger. You know, there's always a certain field of thoughts that is triggering emotions. So we need to pay close attention to what kind of story is triggering us. Because sometimes somebody can say something to you and suddenly you get emotionally aroused out of fear or anger, and that's what we call a trigger. But once we gain clarity over what kind of story is triggering us, what kind of thoughts triggered us, we can work in that, and we can see if it's still meaningful, if it's still helpful to us. Do we still need that emotional protection over that story, or is it a time to change the story you believe in? Is it a time to change the story you keep telling to yourself? And that's where we start knowing ourselves better. We start to know who we truly are and what is not serving us anymore on that path of awakening, on that path of greater understanding of ourselves. So if you're finding out certain insecurities about yourself, certain fear of betrayal, certain loss of control, a sense of loss of control. Recognize what you actually can control, or what you're afraid of being exposed about yourself, and recognize what you're actually afraid of. Because loss of control, from where it is coming from. Because we can see there are things we can control and there are things we can't control. And if we're over obsessing over something which is not in our power, then we're wasting a lot of our energy. So we may always find out that we can't control the actions of others. We can't control our past. We can't control opinions of others. We can't control what happens around us. We can't control the outcome of certain efforts, right? But we can control our thoughts, our actions, how we talk with ourselves, how we are treating ourselves, how we spend our free time. We can set some boundaries which can help us to protect our energy and to stay in our alignment. We can control what kind of goals we set, how we raise and set our standards, what we do with our lives. So we always can pay more attention to what can we actually do. And if you use this present energy firstly for reflecting your goals a little bit, reflecting your intentions a little bit, and also reflecting the time you invest into building your future and mastering your dreams, it will help you to understand more about yourself. And then working on your triggers, working on the stories you're telling to yourself when somebody is maybe mean to you or when somebody triggers you. Ask yourself, do you still want to carry those emotions into your future? And also ask yourself what you want to demonstrate as the future version of yourself, because we only can become who we are practicing to be. And if we're practicing becoming the new version of ourselves, becoming happier, becoming more joyful, becoming more passionate, becoming more loving, we'll slowly become that version of ourselves. And that's where we realize, well, I can be joyful but still holding on to sadness, right? I can't be passionate but still holding on to being lazy. And we recognize, well, we need to move on, we need to take action, we need to design new habits, we need to reprogram our minds, and it's all a part of the process. And it's all okay if you're falling off that track. It's all okay if you're losing that path. Everybody is dealing with that. But the question is how fast you can catch yourself when you fell off the track, so you can get back to what feels or what is resonating with you the most. And as a message with this video is all about mastering yourself, mastering the creative process of making your dreams possible, transforming your dreams into reality. Many people may experience a strong sense of that soul mission, because when it comes to our dreams, most of our dreams may come from that soul desire. I want to experience that so I can provide what I have written in my soul, what has been written in the stars for you, so you can, serve your greatest purpose. Most people may sense it. So if you sense a strong attraction towards something that feels right, towards something that is truly resonating with you, write it down and try to be as precise as possible what you sense, what exactly is vibing with you right now, where you feel the most naturally drawn to, and what exact thing is attracting you the most about it. For example, if the becoming an artist is vibing really with you right now, what kind of artist do you want to? Because there's like infinite different possible ways. For example, what I'm doing, I'm making art, but I'm also passionate about the message. So at some point in my past, I've recognized I want to combine my art with deep messages. So I've started making art which brings a deep message to the world. So each painting is like a book, it's like a story. And that's what I'm really passionate about. And at some point in my past, I've noticed a strong attraction towards being that kind of an artist. And that's why I know that it's so important to find that attraction, to find that soul calling, so we can start fulfilling our mission. But also many people may experience strong breakthroughs when it comes to this kind of energy. And breakthrough is when we gain a greater clarity, as we were talking before about, and recognizing what can we do with that new clarity. Because as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, breakthroughs are happening all the time. But because we hold certain expectations of how certain breakthroughs should look like, we may miss all the beautiful breakthroughs that are happening, like all the beautiful moments of when we overcome certain limited beliefs. You know, every time we may be inspired by something, but if we hold to certain expectations, we may miss all the signs and synchronicities that are happening around us. So breakthrough is a clarity over something which was unclear before, but also understanding of what will we do with that new gained clarity. Because if we'll do nothing about it, we'll fall back into our old selves, and we will again create certain mental limitation which will start blocking our life's experiences. So we see life can only be as expanded as our mind is. And that is a great realization. Our life can only be as expanded, or better said, our life's experiences can only be as expanded as our mind is. So we are always working on expanding our minds and seeing far distances, you know, seeing our dreams which may be far away from us, but understanding that there's always a way to get there. And the way to get there is an act of letting go of what is not allowing us to change, what is not allowing us to break the chains of the past, so we can make stronger bridges to the future. So, my friends, if any of that is resonating with you today, I'm happy for you. I'm celebrating you. I love you all, my friends. And I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. Thanks to all of you for supporting my art in my Etsy shop. You're all truly appreciated. And also to everyone who needs some daily reminders, go and check out my Instagram page, Attract Passion, where I'm sharing quick daily messages, daily quotes, and my other Instagram page where you can find my art gallery, I Draw My Passion. See you there, my friends. Till next time, stay beautiful, shine your light brightly every single day, my friends, and see you soon. One love.